So we're going to look at comparing numbers now. We will be comparing two numbers or two calculations. So first of all, our symbols, we've got less than, we've got greater than, and then we've got equals to. Now, we learnt before that Charlie Croc has got an open mouth, and Charlie Croc will always eat the bigger number. So whichever side the bigger number is on, your open mouth has to be facing that way. And obviously with equals to, both sides of the equal sign have to be the same. So let me show you an example. We have got the numbers 25 and 52. You might notice that they have the same digits, but here 2 is in the tens column, 5 is in the ones column, and over here 5 is in the tens column and 2 is in the ones. So there is a big difference between the numbers 25 and 52. Having a look and seeing which number is greater, we know that that's 52 because there is a 5 in the tens column and there's a 2 in the tens column here, so we know that this must be the bigger number. So we use this symbol to show that 25 is less than 52. Looking at your Charlie Croc, you notice that the open mouth is facing the bigger number, and that's a really good way of remembering which way your symbols should be facing. Similarly, looking at 65 and 59, look at your tens column. So you're looking here, you've got 6 in the tens column here, and you've got 5 in the tens column here. So you know that 65 must be greater than 59. So your symbol will look like this to show that 65 is greater than 59. And again, your open mouth symbol showing that it's facing towards the bigger number. If you've got two numbers, for example, 28 and 25, that have got the same number in the tens column here, you need to start looking at your ones column instead. So in the ones column here, we've got an 8 and we've got a 5 here. So that tells us that 28 must be bigger than 25. So your symbol will look like this to show 28 is greater than 25. And again, your open mouth will be facing towards the 28. Moving on to sentences which will have calculations on either side of them. So for example, 5 multiplied by 3 and then 3 multiplied by 8. The first thing to do here is to work out the answers to both of these and then decide what symbol needs to go between them. So here, 5 multiplied by 3 is 15, and 3 multiplied by 8 is 24. So we know now that 15 is obviously less than 24 because you've got a 1 in the tens column here and you've got a 2 in the tens column over there. So coming back to your calculations, you are going to be putting this symbol in between them to show that 5 multiplied by 3 is less than 3 multiplied by 8. Some of your calculations will have blanks in them. So 8 plus blank is less than 2 multiplied by 5. And it's your job to decide what needs to go in here. There might be more than one possibility. So you need to figure out what this equals to first, because this is a complete calculation. So 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. Now, this calculation tells you that 10 must be greater than 8 plus something. So for this particular calculation, you'll be looking to make sure that this addition sentence here is less than 10. So if we put a 0 in there, checking that that makes sense, 8 plus 0 is 8. Yes, it does, because 8 is less than 10. We could also put a 1 in here, because 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 is less than 10. If I put a 2 in here, would that be right? Let's have a look. 10. 10 is less than 10. That wouldn't be correct, because 10 obviously is the same as 10. So the symbol that would have to go in the middle here would be equals.